Hello guys, it's me, your boy, Lord Triton, and we've been covering the Kwite situation for like a month now, and there's been a lot of updates going on that I've should covered. I've been pointing out flaws and stuff for the last month, ever since it came out, I've been, covering the situation from like trying to cover from an unbiased standpoint, pointing out a few flaws that just doesn't make sense to me. I've did a stream on Zarya's channel, I've made a few videos, I've tweeted about it a lot, and the situation, Orion doesn't have a lot of evidence, and there's just been a lot of stuff that I'm going to go over in this video that makes me 95% sure that Kwite is innocent and Orion lied. There's been a lot of flaws in the situation, there has been, and, there's just been inconsistencies, there's been a lot of stuff, right, and, there's, stuff going around where Orion is saying stuff and all that. We'll get into it, but, there's just there's this one video where Orion goes on Aquaman's channel, and, they said that, in 2018 that it wasn't grape, that they enjoyed it and something, and it wasn't what they're saying now, and that, it was just, that it wasn't grape. They said that in 2018 that it wasn't grape, but now all of a sudden in 2023, they're saying that, oh, it's grape, guys, he graped me. And another flaw is that that Kwite was 17, a minor, and Orion is 18, and Orion was liking tweets saying that the age of consent should go up to 18 across the whole country. That's very hypocritical, Orion, because you were 18 and Kwite was 17. Yeah, so, I don't know, Orion. I don't know. But that's not the only flaws. I'm going to go over the new updates. But first, let's see what Orion has to say, because they've made a tweet like a day ago. So Orion comes out and says, hey, y'all, it's been 2 weeks now. And since Kwite has stayed silent and doesn't seem to be answering anytime soon, I'll probably just go back to my usual posting. If any news comes out, I'll address it with the seriousness it deserves. Thanks again for all the support. You haven't really been all serious. You've been just saying a bunch of stupid stuff, which we'll get into in a little bit. I'm not going to say too much about the situation until there's news. You literally went on interview with that Suji, I think that's how you say his name. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Suji person. You went on that interview, which I'll link that interview down in the description below. You went on his interview. And you've been saying a lot, so don't try to say you have not been saying a lot. You've been tweeting about it, you've did a space about it, you wouldn't let people ask you questions when Mr. Sin tried to ask you questions. So yeah. And it's saying, if anything goes down, I've been taking a break, taking time from the subject. No, you haven't, from my mental health, so if something goes down, I might not know. You definitely will know because you have been on interviews, Twitter spaces. You've just been everywhere on the internet talking about the situation. Now, so Orion came out and said, not I'm done talking about the situation until Kwite's response, right? Now, let me go over. I'm just going to go over the pieces of evidence I've been circulating. This statement from Orion comes from Suji's interview he did with them, and there's a lot of stuff they say in here that leads me to believe that Orion might have admitted to lying based on their own words. Personally, every person I've seen that say they are that either Kwite fans or who they don't like, the favorite boy is a rapist, or people who generally dislike SA survivors. I'm gonna stop right there real quick. That's not true. Just because people like myself and others ask questions, it doesn't mean we dislike SA survivors. I support SA survivors, and I hope, anybody that, has to go through that gets justice and gets what they deserve, because no one should go through that. And I don't support that. So you're trying to say that all the people asking questions, all the people criticizing you are, just Kwite fans? Nope. I've even watched Quite's content. I barely knew who he was until the situation came out, so no. I'm just covering the situation in an unbiased standpoint, and I find a lot of flaws in your story. That who go public. Obviously, not everyone's going to be like that, but just in my experience, and also another thing too, like I don't think SA survivors should go public. They should go to the police first. But if they go public and it's, obviously true, like, I'll support them. Anyways, let's continue. Obviously, not everyone's my experience. I've just been blindsided by people I like being sex pests, but the best way to react is either shut up if you on the fence or believe the victim until proof comes out better. Okay, this statement right here. This is a weird statement that I've never seen. This statement in the red that I'm about to read, this is a statement, because I know a few SA survivors, right? I've talked to, a few SA survivors in my life and stuff. I've never heard them ever say shit like this. Ever. I've never heard anybody that comes out with allegations say this, and I've never heard anybody say this. Better to believe a liar than support a rapist. Better to believe a liar? What? Now, a lot of Orion supporters have been saying this. Why? I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't know, because that statement's stupid, because if you're believing a liar, because if you're not believing a liar and you know that person's lying and you're not believing them and you actually, then the person that they're accusing is not a rapist because they're lying. Like, it's just a stupid argument, because you shouldn't believe a liar because you're ruining somebody's reputation. This is why, you never jump the gun in these types of situations. You just wait until evidence comes out and just stay quiet and then, cover it in an unbiased thing. Which, the reason why I'm just more leaning to believe Orion's a liar, because they're saying stuff like this. Better to believe a lie. So you're saying you're a liar? Are you saying you're a liar? And all these people that come to me with this argument, are you saying Orion may be a liar? Because if that's the case, then y'all shouldn't even be trusted, because y'all literally help admitting that Orion, and Orion yourself, you're admitting that you could be a potential liar. So why is anybody going to support you? Why is anybody going to support you? Nobody should be supporting you. Not a single person. And this is from the Suji interview, and I'll link that interview down below, so y'all need to watch that interview. Because that's where the context is, so Orion fans and commentary people, don't come and say, oh, where's the context, Lord Triton? Where's the context? I'm linking the context in the description. Go watch the interview. That's where the context is from. You jackasses. But yeah, Orion is saying stuff like this. And that's not a good look at all. That is not a good look at all. Really isn't. It really is not a good look at all, because you can't be saying stuff. Why? You want people like me to believe you're telling the truth, right? You want people like me, San Crow, and all these people that are, not really believing a story to believe you, right? You want all of us to believe that you are telling the truth, alright? Why would you say this shit? Why would you even imply that you could be a potential liar? You're trying to prove that you're not a liar. Why are you implying that you could be a liar? That means all of our criticisms are valid because you yourself admitted that you could be a potential liar. That's what the statement's saying, bro. So the fact that you would even say that's just red flags. A bunch of red flags right there. A bunch of red flags. That's just a lot of red flags right there, guys, Now, there's another, before I wrap the video up, there's another thing I want to address real quick and cover, because that's not the only thing that's been circulating, that statement. there's this person on Twitter that there's this person on Twitter called Lynn Angel that has talked to somebody, like one of the friends named Bunny, right? And apparently, this person, Bunny, was in a group chat with Orion and all the Orion supporter, like bunch of Orion's friends, planning to make up this false allegation on Kwite, planning to come out. It's basically like, the saying that it's just like what, people did to Slazo, which apparently Kwite was involved, so this is kind of karma to Kwite, but just because, Kwite might have been involved in something like that to somebody else doesn't mean the same thing should happen to him. It really doesn't, because, like, people try to dox me, does that mean I should dox them? No. You shouldn't play fire by fire, because you are just acting like the person that you're feuding with, and you should not go as low as the person that you're feuding with. So always be the better person and not play fire by fire. But yeah, like, apparently, like, this group chat, and I'm gonna show like the screenshots this person has provided. So here's the first part. So this Bunny person says, the story is a tweet longer website, which Orion put the link in the tweet. So wait, they're planning to lie about Quite Grape then? Yes, but Orion and Gray engaged Quite into the sexual activity. He said it felt good, but he decided to change the words around and say Quite raped them, and saying Quite emotionally abused him and gaslighted them and calling them slurs. Wait, are you still... Oh no, wait, are you still in the group chat? That's what Len Angel says, and they says, I was, but left the group because at first I agree with them, now I'm regretting it. Okay, so let me get this started. I mean, this is what did happen, because in that Aquaman 2018 video, this right there, Orion did say it felt good, and, and did not say it was great back in 2018, in that Aquaman video. So, yeah. So the person is making sense a little bit, because Orion did say that back in 2018. I should have screenshot the whole group conversation, but I thought it was unnecessary, and you can't even talk about Orion lying about the whole thing. His friends, what they will tell Orion, you will get harassed, doxxed, kicked, out of the GC and blocked. Apparently, Orion's apparently blackmailing people. Now, that's the thing, without screenshots, I can't say whether or not this group chat thing is real. I've talked to the Lynn Angel person, and they didn't really provide me like a bunch of evidence. They just said, what Bunny's been saying, and they said they can't really get anything. Like, if Bunny left the group chat, like, yeah, but like, we just gotta treat this as like a baseless allegation with no evidence. Yeah, I mean, look, like, it is believable that Orion, because there's a lot of evidence proving that Orion did lie, and this group chat thing could be real, but we don't know if it is or not. So the final conclusion in this whole drama is, in this whole thing, is there's evidence saying that, Orion's lying, based on their own words, saying better to believe a liar than a rapist, and all these flaws and stuff they've said in the past, and now, like, the story keeps on changing over and over again, and, it's safe to say they may be lying. I believe 95% that they're lying, but 95 is not 100, and, that's the thing. We truly don't know what happened, but I'm just saying, based on the evidence out there, I'm believing that, Orion is lying, alright? I hope Kwite responds and debunks it, and I hope, he comes out and proves his innocence if he is innocent. And that's the whole group chat thing, too, like, I wouldn't doubt it, especially because the person Orion is, how manipulative they've been, and how they just them and the supporters has been ratioing everybody. They've even tried to ratio me on Twitter, little old me. Like, I'm not really big on YouTube or Twitter or this social media thing, and they've went at me. Like, I've had a bunch of the supporters saying I should kill myself, which is funny. Oh, you should kill yourself because you're asking questions. That's funny. And that's what spugs do. Like, they're spugging out on people. They're just acting retarded. They can't take any criticism. They can't just take. There's this thing. People, you need to understand. If you come out with serious allegations like this, people are obviously going to ask questions. That's what we're supposed to do. I get it. There are a few commentators that just jump the gun. I get it, alright? I get a few commentary channels jump the gun. Well, I'm not one of these commentary channels, alright? I'm not one of these commentary channels that will jump the gun, alright? I don't care if I stay this size and don't even get big at all. I don't care. I'm never going to jump the gun on a situation. I'd rather be right than be big, to be honest. I'd rather have my small community know the facts than feed them a bunch of bullcrap just to get a fan base. Like, bro, no, I'm not going to jump the gun with the popular opinion. I'm going to ask questions, and I am going to make sure that I get the information right. So I'm not going to slander an innocent person or slander anybody just because I want to get clout or I want to jump the popular opinion. No, that's not how I see commentary. I see commentary as getting the information right no matter what. And that's my job as a commentator. And that's why I'm on here. To get the information right. Not to be all big or, just to be like, not to grift or none of that. I just want to come out here, give my opinion, and feed you all the right information that I see, alright? And not just spew bullcrap and actually tell the truth. And actually, call out situations like this, alright? And actually give my true, genuine opinions on situations like this. Because these situations are serious. And you cannot ever, just jump the gun and say, oh, Kwite's guilty. Because you don't know. Because there's a lot of flaws in this story. But yeah, it's been me, your boy, Lord Triton. What do y'all think about this? Let me know in the comment section down below. It's been me, your boy, Lord Triton. I am signing out. Peace.